Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? Good, I hope. It's super hot here. We're getting back up into the hundreds again, so it's really, really hot. Too hot to go outside or do anything. But thank goodness my husband had a few errands to run. We have a fig tree out there on the deck. It's huge and massive, and it's just started giving figs 2 weeks ago, so it was a little bit behind schedule. But oh my gosh, it's just has so many figs on it. There's no way we can even eat it. My husband has made about 7 jars of fig jam. He loves fig jam. He makes them whole. He makes them the Iranian way. They cook them whole. They even leave a stem on them, which I don't understand. But they love them. They just love them. I haven't even eaten one fig yet. That tells you how much I like figs. They're okay, but for some reason they give me a stomach ache. So I tried to. Oh, I did eat a couple of figs in a smoothie yesterday. I forgot about that. I put them in my smoothie. So I added it with other fruits. I try to eat as healthy as I can, but that's the way it is. I like my ice cream. All right, so you guys, I hope you're staying cool and doing well. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. If y'all would share my channel with your your friends, put it on your Facebook. I'm trying to grow my channel, guys, but thank y'all so much for all your comments and everything. I love hearing from y'all. What I want to take a reading on is Bill Barr, because if y'all watched yesterday his testimony, which he didn't get to say a whole lot, they didn't really want to hear from him because they knew he's just spewing stuff. And as soon as, he wanted to give these long, convoluted answers that will take up all their time. And they're like, hell no, if you're not going to answer yes or no. He wanted to, just burn their time. And he's smart and so are they. So they didn't let him. I claim my time. I love it. At the end of it, he was frustrated. You could tell he was mad and frustrated, and he was starting to put his hands on his face and being grumpy. He hadn't eaten, and that's a big deal with him. So what I want to take a look at is Bill Barr, if he's going to continue doing Trump's dirty work. I want to look at his health and if he's going to be impeached. I mean, he should be impeached. I don't know if we have enough time to go through all that. That'll take up a lot of time. So I don't know if we can do that. And did y'all see Joe Biden made a speech right in the middle of Bill Barr's testimony? I'm like, why? Why, Joe? Why? Why are you doing it now? Fox News didn't show 1 second of him speaking, not at all. Maybe if he made if he fumbled, they would show it. That'd be about it. But I had to go to C-SPAN and watch Barr testify because I love Joe Biden. I'm going to vote for him. I don't have to hear what he has to say, but I want to see them roast Bill Barr's butt, I really wanted to see that. So I thought that was a dumb time for him to make. Why did he do that? I don't understand. They interrupted Bill Barr's testimony for Biden, which I don't think that makes sense because I think it would be better off if, everybody watched him squirm. So I don't know. I don't know what the thinking was there. He should have checked with me before he did that. I just said, that's a bad time. Wait till after he finishes, It was in the middle of the afternoon. You can make a speech in the evening when everybody's home from work. That sounds like a better deal. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to lay out my cards here and get started on Bill Barr. What's going on with him? What can I tell everybody about Bill Barr? How's his health? Is he going to continue doing Trump's dirty work, trampling on our Constitution? And will he be impeached for that? I hope that at least after he's out of office, they'll get him. I hope so. Okay, let me put the cards out. All right. Okay, so this is about, him doing Trump's dirty work. It's so funny because Trump just showed up in this reading. Right when I asked for Trump, there he was. Because this is the second card. That's Trump. I always get this King of Pentacles for Trump because, you know, he's actually, in the very beginning when I did readings, he would just get such good readings all the time. And he was the king with the money and everything was going good for him. So that was my card for him. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all. I want to tell you something before I read this. I'm getting a hit on Bill Barr. This is so funny. I'm seeing Bill Barr has like a butter churner. There's a butter churner and he's churning the cream to make butter. Weird. Okay. So he's churning, I think he's churning, this is the Constitution, you know, our democracy, everything he's churning out. He thinks he's going to change things better for Trump. That's what I think. He's going to change all this cream and make it even better for Trump. Butter. He's trying to make butter out of it. So, you know, he's trying to change the rule of the law to benefit Donald Trump. But I see the angel of peace over this churn, and the angel holds on to that stick, you know. Not that I've even really seen one of those in real life, but I see the angels holding on to the stick and not stopping the churning. You know what I mean? So don't worry. He's not going to be successful in doing all the things he wants to do. That's what I'm getting. He won't be successful. So yes, they have so many plans. There's so many plans, but I see that Bill Barr, I see him like unable to do all these plans that they want to do. Him and Trump, even though he said they haven't talked, they've talked and talked and talked. He lies and lies and lies. They've made so many plans for the future. They've got so many things already in the works. But I see that Bill Barr is tied up and gagged. So for some reason, I don't know if it's fear. Maybe it's fear of being impeached or, you know, something, an injunction or something. There's some reason, something kind of slows him down. You know, maybe not completely stops him, but it slows him down. So he still wants to do Trump's bidding. Trump's right here. So this is telling me Bill Barr still wants to. He still plans on moving forward. But I don't know if he's going to be able to do all the things that are in the works. There's a lot of things in the works that they have planned. I see already, I saw on my news feed, it came out on my phone that they're already leaving those, I don't know what they are, those federales that are in Portland. I call them the federales, like the Mexican police. The federale, they're already leaving Portland. They said that they're going to leave in a few days. They're starting to leave. So that's good. So all the things that they have in the works planning, they're not going to be able to do it like they planned. They're not. Even though he still wants to do Trump's bidding, he's going to try. But this is the King of Cups. This is all about balance. So he is being watched, you know, so closely. And actually, he's going to, the things that he's done for Trump is actually hurting Trump. So they're going to be really, really careful now. So you're going to be watching Bill Barr. He was very blatantly, you know, trying to change the district attorney and, you know, fired him and all that from New York, Southern New York district. All the things that he's done, sticking his neck out and helping, you know, all Flynn and Roger Stone and all that. You're going to see that he's going to have a more quiet approach to things. So not that he won't keep doing them, but he's going to be, you know, on the down low, a lot more on the down low. So you won't hear and see of him doing some big blatant things as much as we have in the past, but he'll still be doing them. It's just that he's going to try to maybe distance himself a little bit from it, you know? Okay, so let's take a look at his health. This is a temperance card, you know. This just is telling me that he's had issues with his health. I feel like there's some kind of ongoing thing with him. So this could be like, it could be either, it could be diabetes or it could be a very slow growing cancer. It's something that's being treated, you know? So he is being treated for something, and it may be diabetes or something because it's about his, controlling his diet and moving his body and things like that, so and taking medicine. So I feel like he's under a doctor's care taking medication. But if, like everything else that's important to our health, our diet is really important. And I feel like diet is a big part of what's going on with him. Okay. So it might be diabetes. He might be a diabetic. Okay. Or he really should be controlling his diet. Doesn't look like he is, but he really should be. Now we have the magician card. So that tells me that yes, he's had health issues, and he's maybe going through some kind of treatment, and it starts to get a little better. Okay, so if I feel like the medication that he's taking is working, so he is feeling better and getting better. So maybe that's why he showed up. But the outcome card for the future for him is Two of Wands. So this tells me that he'll have to seek some kind of further treatment for his health condition that's going on with him. And it's something different that he didn't, he'll have to approach his health from a different situation. So that's what this is. He'll have to, find a different way to treat it. So there is something going on with his health. It's something ongoing, and he'll need further treatment, and he'll need different treatment. I feel like that's what this is about. Okay. So, it's something ongoing. A lot of us, you can have a slow growing cancer. You could have prostate cancer and just watch it, and it's very slow growing and have a little treatment. But, I'm not sure which it is. But there's something that it continues to elevate slowly, and he treats it. So maybe in the end, we'll find out what it is. Okay, this is about him getting impeached. So this is the High Priestess card. He's very aware that what he's doing is wrong. He's very aware of it. He knows it. He's like he's really going against his own conscience. It's like, I can get away with it. It's like it's kind of like this. This is where he's at in his head. He feels like he's like untouchable. This is his second go round as Attorney General, and he's like, whenever you've done something, like you raised your child, then your grandkid comes, and you're like, hey, this is a do-over. So for him, it's a do-over, and he's like, you say, if I knew then what I know now, this is what I would do. So that's kind of like what's going on with him. He's just saying, because he can remember in the past, I should have done this, I should have done that, I could have gotten away with this, I could have gotten away with that, I could have, done all these things, and it's been going for years and years and years. He's watched other attorney generals, and he's like, so he got a chance to come back and do it again, and he's like, I know I can get away with, and he's at an age where he could care less. He could care less. He's got a health issue that maybe he knows that it may take him out. He may know that already. He may, we don't know it, but he knows it. So he's going to do whatever the hell he wants to do. By the time he gets out of there, he won't even care because he knows, how much longer that he has. And he's just going to do whatever he wants to do. Hell, there's a lot of people are like that. If they feel like they're on their deathbed, their doctor says, you got lung cancer, you're going to die, they go and start smoking 3 packs of cigarettes a day. I'm going to die anyway. It's kind of like that with him. Okay, so the next card I pulled is Four of Cups. I feel like they will try to do something. They may try to impeach him or admonish him or, control him in some way. That will come down the pike. That will. So they may, the House may impeach him, but the Senate, what do you think? You think the Senate's going to impeach him? He did not seem happy when he was testifying, and he's not going to be happy when this comes around too. So it may be that they do something. I'm not sure if it's impeachment, but it's going to be something that makes him super unhappy. So it could be the House starts impeaching him, or I hope they do. It looks like it. It looks like they will try to impeach him or admonish him in some way. I don't know if can they sanction him. I don't know if they can do that. Maybe they can do something like that, but something comes out and he is not happy about it. But we got the Page of Pentacles here. So whatever they do, whatever the House decides to do, GOP comes to the rescue. So it doesn't stand. Of course, they won't impeach him. They won't impeach him. And just like we saw during his testimony, all the GOP, all they were doing is letting him talk, and they didn't care. They weren't trying to investigate what happened or anything as usual. They have no questions. They don't care about anything. They really don't. They haven't learned their lesson. But I noticed were there anybody there? Were there any senators or people there that were up for re-election in the GOP, or did they select? I don't know. I didn't really go back and look at it. But anyway, just know that this is why Bill Barr is so emboldened. This is why he's unafraid. One of the reasons is because he knows that the GOP have his back and he has nothing to worry about. They have not shown that they will turn against him yet. So he's emboldened even more, but he does, like I said, he will calm it down a little bit because he knows everybody's sick of it. The public at large is sick of it. And seeing all those, films that they showed about the people, the protesters getting bombed, with pepper spray and all that, the bullets and everything. I saw a man in a wheelchair that got hit with a bullet in the head, in the face. I'm like, it's awful. It's just awful. Anyway, so yeah, Bill Barr will continue his reign, but he'll be reined in a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. He's going to try to continue doing Trump's dirty work. That's what I call it, Trump's dirty work. He's going to try to continue doing it. So anyway, it was good watching him squirm, and it was good seeing his butt getting told off. That's for sure. I enjoyed that. Did y'all? All right, guys. Well, that's just a little reading on Bill Barr. I think I'm going to do another one on Trump. So that this won't be so long, I'll just go ahead and finish it up here. Thank y'all for listening to me, subscribing to my channel and all. I really appreciate it. And I hope y'all are having a wonderful day and wearing your mask. Oh, did y'all hear that Louis Gourmet? He's been diagnosed with COVID. The tapper, the one that when, the last hearing that we had, and he was like, remember, he was tapping. You couldn't hear nothing. It was so annoying. I cannot believe that we have in Texas such rude, annoying, horrible people in position, here. I didn't vote for him, and I would never vote for him. I can't believe anybody else would vote for him. He's coming up for re-election. We need to get rid of him. Get rid of him. So I hope that we will. And I don't want him to be sick, although he wouldn't wear a mask. He would not wear a mask. He advocated not wearing a mask. He went around not wearing a mask everywhere he went unless he had to, So what comes around goes around. If you're going to, sorry, I'm going to say something rude, y'all, but if you're going to act like a dumbass, you're going to end up with some problems, It's science. Science. Come on. If there's sickness going around and you can cover your face and not get it, do it, I saw on Twitter, I don't know if I told y'all this before, a lady was doing tutoring for a boy. She was a young woman. She's a young woman, still lived at home with her parents. So she's a young woman. And she was tutoring this boy, and she would go to his house 2 or 3 times a week. And she listened to the mother on the phone one day, and she would always wear her mask. This is just recent. She would always have her mask on. She would stay with her mask on the whole time, even though the boy didn't have a mask and the mother and the father, they didn't have a mask on either. So she was respecting them, but they weren't respecting her, which is so rude. You're supposed to protect others. the mother was on the phone and she heard the mother say, "My husband has COVID." And they hadn't even told her. And she left and didn't go back. The mother came down with COVID. The father came down with COVID. They both went to the hospital and the son got COVID. And she did not get it because she was wearing her mask. How blessed was she? How lucky was she? So, even though they say it's not, it won't protect you from getting COVID, it will protect you from giving it. It does protect you. It does. So wear your mask. It will protect you. Don't worry. Okay. Wear your mask when you go out grocery shopping. If you have to be around any people, wear your mask. That's good information to know. And the guy that put out the video was her dad. Her dad put out the video. He was so happy that she didn't get sick, and he just wanted to tell everybody, please wear your mask. It works. All right. So wear your mask, guys. It does work. All right, guys. I'll talk to you again soon. Y'all take care. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Love you guys. Bye for now.